It says we're live, so we're just going to go ahead and check. Yeah. And try to ignore my voice. I don't know if I'm sick or not. Um, my voice is very tired from teaching over the weekend at a Dragon Ball Z tour that I did for 3 days in a row. So I put miscellaneous things on here because we're going to be looking at several different things before I get back into some builds. So I asked for this for Christmas and my birthday. Um, I don't like that you can't see him without opening the box. So we're going to open the box now for the first time. And it's been double taped, so I feel like it might have been used, which I do not love either. Yeah, because it was taped at least twice on the bottom and twice on the top. That just doesn't seem normal. So hopefully he's in here and safe. Otherwise, I don't even know what to do. And see, even on this side, it's like double taped. Like it's taped twice. That just seems very odd to me. I would think that once is enough. I don't think he's a build. I think it's just a statue. This is Shuji Ito from G-Quacks. I don't know what any of this stuff. There's a bunch of QR codes to scan as you open it. So I might have to scan that and see what that does or where that goes. Oh, maybe build them a little bit. Okay, it's still in plastic. So that gives me hope. But yeah, I'll scan those QR codes to see where that takes us later. And he's just in 2 pieces, so this should be fairly easy to do. I think it's my first time getting something like this, so this will be very interesting. That looks cool. Yeah, that's neat. I wish they would have put his little hat friend with him, whatever that thing is. So that's what he's about. And I will probably, well, I mean, I hate to have him hang off my, oh my gosh, it works perfectly. He sits perfectly on my little shelf. I just feel like he's gonna get hit being there. So maybe I will put him. I mean, you can't see what I'm doing right now, but I feel like I will put him somewhere safer. Is that a thing? I don't even. Oh my! So my Gundam stuff is over there. Let's see if this will work out in his favor. Okay. Just as long as I'm careful with him, I think things will work out for him. So another thing I just got was this Project Hail Mary popcorn bucket, which I just thought it looked really cool. I haven't seen the movie. I know nothing about the movie. It just looked cool to me, and I was able to. They actually had these at Cinemark, but when I was at Regal last night, just looking, Regal had a bunch of them too. Regal also technically still has their $15 BOGO. They didn't have anything that I wanted, so I didn't proceed with that any further. But I was also kind of hoping, I'm assuming it has to open at the top. Yeah, so that's where you put your popcorn in. Right in there. And then I don't think it does anything, but it does have this little, I'm like, you don't push anything. There's no lights. That would have been cool. That would have been a nice little addition, was if it lit up. This does remind me of, there was an F1 popcorn bucket that I wasn't able to get that looked really cool. And then I think they did a similar thing for Top Gun and for like Captain America, but I didn't like those. I was kind of hoping that maybe the bottom would, because I feel like it's not really lining up. There's like a weird, I was hoping that maybe it opened at the bottom and that I could try to put this on one of my kids' heads. But I also don't want to break it because Jacob actually wanted to be an astronaut. I was actually looking to get a Couch Edge Kid astronaut costume for him, or uniform, even though he came in a football uniform and clearly likes the football. Okay, so we'll put this. It's gonna end up being on this shelf for now. I don't like that that's sticking out, but again, I'll be careful of it and try to remember. Okay, so then before we get building on anything, this is what, when we left the Dragon Ball tour, my agency reps gave me one of the build sets that we did, and that's what I was teaching the last 3 days, is how to do that. So we'll do that build. They also gave me this little tag, which they were giving that out somewhere on our footprint. And then this is what they were giving away if you completed the what you call it, the sticker rally that we had going on. So I don't know what I'll do with that. Do I want to take this out and assemble it? Sure. And I would probably just end up hanging this somewhere. I don't have a Dragon Ball area yet, but we'll take it out and hang it at least. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll hang it right here. Good times. And then let's assemble this really quick. And then I'll put this up over there as well. As long as it stands, I think we're okay. I kind of want to build the Goku right now. But I also want to like get on the Titanic and this Gremlin set that goes with my Lego Dimensions are like the last two things that I need to attempt to put together before I do an order through Lego of replacement pieces. I just want to do it before my rewards give out. I hope I did this in the right direction. I mean, it stands. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. Do we do it? I mean, it's supposed to take under 30 minutes, so it wouldn't take that much time out of our session today. So I say let's do it. And I don't have any Dragon Ball Z stuff. So this will nicely represent. I don't know what any of that says. It's an entry grade build. I've got all the tools I think I need here, right? Yeah, because I took everything with me. These Band-Aids are because I hurt myself at work on one of those boxes. So that's why I have those. Let me get a little closer. Let's see. Parents and guardians read the following instructions before use choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3. Carefully read the instructions before assembling. Check the part numbers and remove them cleanly. Use of water-based paint is recommended for safety reasons. Pay extra attention when handling sharp points and edges. Pay attention to sharp parts and edges. Pay attention to sharp parts. Be careful when handling. After carefully removing the necessary parts, discard the remnants to avoid suffocation. Do not put the plastic bag over your face. Duly noted. So just have some English instructions, which are those, but that's about it. And I'm going to show you, I'm sure you've seen this before because I've done builds before of these kits, including just last week. But this is really how I teach if people have never done this before, and just in general, this is how I build. So we're doing, this is A, we want 2. And what's interesting is I was cutting out people's A1s and saying, well, I mean, technically it is. I was going to say A2 is like the very first piece, and I was thinking it wasn't. So there we go. Do I want to file that down a little bit? Kind of. It doesn't look like it made that much of a mark, so I kind of want to leave it alone. See, I'm not sure. I think those are part of it. Was it just in 2 parts? It was held in 3 parts. I don't see where the 3rd part was. Okay. A little concerned, but we'll see what happens. And then A1. So that's what they look like. And then we're going to flip them around, right? And it's these that go together. Hi, Ashby. Interesting. Like a new wave TV or so old school that it looks like you're watching via satellite. Okay, you might have already gone. Love you too. Enjoy Law and Order. Happy St. Patrick's Day. The black parts are marked with their parts numbers. Check the parts number if you get confused. Smart. Oh, you know what? It's so funny because I was telling people that the instructions were not in English, and there is English in there. So I didn't know what I was talking about. But I feel like I said the same thing to people for our Gundam tour, so no one's winning. No one is winning. Okay, so this is A4. This is A3. Okay, let's see. Okay. So then we're flipping this around, and this one. So we're here, but I'm not showing where we're doing that yet. So that's very interesting. Oh, I see where it comes back up though. Okay, so we're just leaving that. We are now going to A19. Okay. I don't even know if I attempted to file down the other ones when I was doing it. Okay, so then this. Goes into there. Okay, and then A31, and this is our number 4. And we have all these little like gnats or whatever that are coming around because it's so hot right now. I think next time, if I ever do this again, I'll, if we have a lot of time, I'll say, hey, is it okay if we do one to get familiar with it before we start? Because I feel like this would have been helpful, not just to me, but who I refer to as my co-stars in doing this. Plus, then we wouldn't have to wait till the end to be like, can we have one, or can people have them? Because everybody made it sound like it wasn't going to be a big deal, and then when we finally got to it, it kind of sounded like it was a big deal. So I don't know who all got, of our local staff, who all got these kits. But I don't ever expect anyone to give me anything, and I usually don't ask for anything. But as I was leaving, I said, hey, if there's anything you want to get rid of, I will happily take it. But they had already presented me and my co-star with the bag with these in it. So I was super thankful, because this is what I like to do. We were giving away lots of cool stuff. So I wish I would have had the opportunity to get more stuff, but you know, that's why if I don't get these jobs, I'll go and visit. I probably would never wait in the long lines to go do any of the things. I would probably just go and do, like for ours, I would have done the video game demo even though I own the game, just to get the medal, and I would have done the card game just to get the deck. That would be cool. That's A6, A5. I would have done the sticker rallies, I think, because that was easy. The big bag things I probably wouldn't have been able to do, because they pretty much require people to go stand in the long lines. And then I would have just gone to our store whenever it was the least amount of busy, which for this wasn't anything I wanted. I think everything I wanted was sold out and was probably way too expensive anyways. So I feel like that's not a real thing there. But let me double check. Oh, that's real. Okay. So then we're looking at that. That's going to go 3 and 3. Okay. So then we're on step 7, which is where we have this and that, and we're going to put this on, and this should go in those 2 there. Yep, that's little Goku. How is the head complete? Because I'm missing, I'm still missing this part. Oh, okay. So now it's telling us to put this in the back. Cool, cool. So cool. I love it. Okay. So now we're doing the torso. Oh, and right off the bat, they want us to do the stickers. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing B1, B1 and B2. Yeah, because now I feel bad that I was telling people that it's not in English, because there are prompts in English next to what I believe is Japanese. I feel like I was telling people that for the Gundam build too. So I guess I'm a bad person. Is interesting how it's not like, usually when I file stuff, it leaves a big old crazy mark. I don't know if this is different for any reason. It is definitely giving me not the issues. So, okay. So this is gonna go on the side. It's gonna go like here. We'd say like there. It might be a little high, but I already did it. Yeah, because it should have been like more in line. Oh well. As long as I didn't do it like upside down or anything like that, I think we're okay. Okay. Yeah, I feel like something's not lining up. Okay. A15. So we'll carry this over. Give us A15. A28 and A30. Okay. So note the direction. Yeah. Okay. Insert straight. Okay, A18. And it's so funny because some people would actually start from the bottom, and their theory was so they would have something to build up and stand on, which makes sense. Okay, so they want us like this, note the direction, and there's that also. Yeah, that makes sense. And I got some very nice feedback from people about my teaching, so I thought that was very nice. It's always very nice. I wish it was a situation where it was quieter and I didn't have to try to project. Because there's something about like the noise level, all the medications I have to take, my lack of sleep, long days, the tough part of being able to take all my breaks. That just is very wear and tear on my throat when I do these jobs. So hopefully one day I can figure it out where I can really make it work in my favor more so. But I also need to get a real job. So these days are going to be few and far between. A26. Oh. Okay, and then A25. My agency people were there too, and at least I want to. Well, one of them definitely came up to me and said I was doing a really good job. Another one said that they loved hearing me teach or talk to the people. And then the other one was like, "You really like doing this, huh?" And I said, "Yeah." But I also do my research when I get these jobs. So that's where it also clicks. And hopefully they understand that. And I got some sort of idea from it because one of them was like, we're supposed to have a couple one-off shifts at some point where it's just workshopping. And they were like, we'd love to have you guys. So it wasn't specifically just for me. It was, me and one other person, my friend Lanissa, were there talking to them. It's not super obvious as to how they want me to do this. Although, yeah. So I'll just do that. And then A16. And this was a part people often asked about. And I said, it's going to be a little bit loose until you put it onto the torso. This section moves. Check to see if your kid is moving too. So it's funny that it says that and that people kept asking regardless. That must show that maybe I scared people that it was not in English. Turn the part, A22, A23. I don't want to file down parts that don't need to be filed if they don't have to. So in trying to remember where I've actually snipped, this makes sense to do it this way. I did have a few people that were like, who's done it the fastest? And I was like, we don't really know that. No one's timing anybody. That's not what this is about. Okay. And then we're gonna put this in here. And as it says, the right arm is complete. We're putting it on now. Cool. And then let's move on to the left arm. So A27, A29. And then A24. Okay. And then A14. And then A13. Okay. And then A21 and A20. Left arm is complete. Okay, so we're now up to the lower body, which is step 32. It's B3. And then B4. Okay, now we're doing the right leg. A11. A10. Okay, so it's gonna go like that. Turn the part, and then it's A12 and B6. Yes, I don't know how it was so easy for people to miss the eyes, and they often missed the little, you'll see these little rings that go around, I want to say the ankles. See what happens. Sometimes people miss the sole and the rings, and we're gonna like throw them away. And I was like, don't do that. Don't do that. So here's where the lowering comes into play. B5. Right leg complete. So weird. Okay. So then left leg, A7, A8. Okay. And then step 41 is A9 and B7. think that's everything on here. Yeah. I'm just going to continue. I think I accidentally just kind of sort of filed down my nail a little bit. Not anything crazy, but I felt that I felt it against my fingernail. So that's funny. Okay. So there's that. And then this is going to be B8. I think that's it. I'm excited to get started on this Titanic. Even though I don't really know where it's going to go in my room, but we'll see. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's fitting the way that it's supposed to, so. See, there's those little mats or whatever they are. Not a fan. It says United. That's funny. Spreading the feet will make it easier to stand. Okay. Which I did have some people that were like, it's not standing. That would have been important to know. Oh, so he can move his waist around. Okay. I just don't know how. Oh, he's standing good. I just, if I do it this way, my table's on a slant on my bed, so that makes sense. So that's the Son Goku build that we just did, and it's finished. So now it's Lego time. And for now, we're going to put him. We won't need these tools for my Lego stuff. I could probably just do that for now. Over here. Let me see if I can put this over by my TV. And I'll have a little bit of water just for funsies. Oh. Yeah. It's very hot. I'm going to. The air purifiers are on full blast right now. So let's see. Will Goku stand? Cool. I will put the fan on above me, even though it needs to be dusted off. I do eventually need to get out the big fan. And all this noise is literally from me stepping on this plastic over and over again. Because I don't have garbage out. Now, this is not going to be as exciting because I've already built the Titanic on stream before, but it needs to be fixed. So that's what we're doing. And I, like I said before, I want to know what I need to do to if there's any pieces I need to order, that's what I need to do. Okay, so this section is going to be what I believe this is. Okay, and I probably should have wiped that down before I put it on this. Oh, and it's just falling apart right before me. So interesting. Okay. Let me see if I see any of these pieces right off the bat. I don't see any black. I do see this red. I'm like, it could possibly be this part. It might be. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, it's not. Okay. And those I think are the same size as these ones. Yeah. Okay, it might just be in here. Still not feeling like I see any of the black pieces. Yeah, not the right size yet. Let's see what color this is. This might be it. I mean, that's definitely that piece. So take a 4. I don't know if that's the right one. This is a 4x4. Yeah, I think that's what this is. Jackpot. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Perfect. So that's that. This is going to go there. I do need another 4, which I think we saw a bunch of those. Oh no. I might have drained that. There's one. Cool. Okay. So we are getting somewhere. Like we're just rebuilding what we just took apart. So sad. Okay. So this is gonna go here. And it's gonna go all the way across. Like that. And then this is gonna go under here. And it'll look like that. So then on step 3, we need what I believe to be, we need 4 of these. Okay. I'll just keep all this stuff close because I feel like that's what we're working with. So it's 3 across the bottom on these. and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah. That's just 1, 1. And then 4 of these. And this will be the next step. So I need a second one of those. And then some of those burgundy, smaller ones. Yeah, so it has to be here. So, oh, yeah. No? Okay. I see like one of those pieces maybe somewhere else. And just take it off. It's bigger than that though. Maybe the size of this though. Perfect. And then let's see these. Okay. So then I need the yellow and these tan ones. Uh-oh. Oh, there's the black piece. So there's the black piece. These are the 2 yellows. Or the 2 tans and the yellow. Okay, so let's build this out. Okay, so we have this. And then we're going to add these on the side. With these going outward. Okay. And then, how is this working? We're doing this twice. Oh, because they're going to go just right in here. Okay. That tracks. And then it goes, yep. Uh-oh, okay. Okay, so we're on to step 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. This is a 4x4. We want 2 of these square ones. Okay, and then 2 of the blue. We'll grab these. I have another one of this one. Let me see if I can find another tan square. Oh, that's the thing on it. So probably not there. There we go. Okay. And then 2, 4, 6, 8. Brown square. I was like, I know we just saw this. 2 black ones of these. Here's the other one. And then 1 of the red 2 pieces. Let's take this one. Okay, and then we need 2 more of those. Oh, there's the yellows that we're going to need in a second. Okay, so 3 bottoms. And it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. And then 1, 2 of the thinner ones. Then we need 2 of the yellows. 2 of these. 2 yellows, 2 grays, 1 big white one. Okay, so 2 grays. Okay, 1 big white one and then that under one. That might be hard to find. No, it's not that. There it is. Oh, and those were the P. That's probably how it all goes together. Okay, so now we can build this. And this is going to go right in here. Okay. Let's back this up a little bit. And we're only an hour into our stream, so that means we probably have a lot of building to do. So that's exciting. Okay. This is going to go here. And then these will go on opposite sides. These will match up to these. Okay, and then 10. So there's one of those. I'm going to need 2 of those eventually. Should I find the other one? I mean, technically, a lot of these pieces should be like right here. There it is. Okay. So then the white ones, there'll be a white circle and then a long thin piece too. Maybe it'll be like this. It's starting to look like it's familiar. Okay, so there's that. Yep, I'm going to say that. We already have those, right? I'm going to need 2 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so that's this. And then there'll be 1 of these. There's 2 of these tan ones. They should be the same size. Okay, so if it goes like this, there. Yep. This, 2 blues, the blue, the red, there's the yellow, the black, And then this is just an extra one. And this is 2, 4, 6, and 4. Yeah, so there's that. Oh. Okay, so we'll build this out. Basically just putting together what we just took apart, I'm sure. Hilarious. Oh no. Oh, did I use the red part already? There is supposed to be 2. Okay. Pay attention. Okay, and then this is gonna go. Let's see where it starts. It's not super clear, but it also looks like it might. So it'll probably connect in those 2 places, or those 3 places. So I'm gonna it's probably gonna go here, here, and then there. And then we're probably just gonna do that to the other side. Step 11. Yeah. Same thing, other side. So I wonder if I have all of these pieces on another one that's fairly close. I'm seeing some of them. The red is not. I should just be throwing them in the pieces in there. Oh well. Can't want them all. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's see if we can find that white piece first. Is this it? It looks similar to it. I just don't see the piece that I'm looking for. There it is. Okay. Okay, so there's white. Let's see if we can find that circle part. Yeah. It's a, okay, so there's the second blue one. Excuse me. So there's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. I need a second burgundy, the gray, and the yellow. I have so many brick separators. It's so crazy that I'm having pieces apart like this without them. I guess I don't have one readily available to me. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. The nice thing about this is once I get really going on this, it's also going to clear up some space on my floor, which I love. I think that's how it has to go. Okay. And this is going to go like that, but I don't know how my little tray keeps getting up on the computer like that, but we're going to do our best. Okay. Okay, so now we're on to step 12. Oh, we're supposed to be, I think we might need these pieces in a second though. So we'll have a 2, 4, 6, 8. So 2 little squares and then 2 of those other ones. Because these. Okay, so then I need to find. Ooh, so crazy how it comes apart. Because yeah, some of those comes apart crazy. Okay, so I'm not seeing these pieces in here. I'm wondering if I'm missing it somewhere. Here, that I cannot see. As I was already going through this stuff. Because it would be down. Yeah. Be closer to down here. Excuse me, because I feel like it's supposed to be up there somewhere. It wouldn't be this far back. Let's look and see if any of it has found its way into here, into our loose Lego pieces. Yeah, it's bigger than that. That too. I want to say it's a 3. I want to say it's a this. Yep, there's one of them. Glad I looked here. guessing the other one will be in here too. It might just be tough to find it because I have so many other set pieces in here. Unless that's it right there. Awesome. I feel like that's a bad idea, but we're going to put it up there anyways. Right? Because it's 3. Yeah, I'm going to say so. Okay, so we're going to build off of this. Let's bring this back over here. And it goes... And then... What's it doing? Okay. So 1, 2, and a half. Okay. And then step 14, we're going to put this on here, and it's going to go just like... How come I'm not seeing... I'm missing... Oh. No? Okay, I think I did this wrong. Let's try this again. Okay, so we did this, and then we flipped it over. I think I just did it in the wrong direction. Yeah? Okay. Come on now. Let's try it again. Okay, so then when we flip it over to go to 13, or I guess this was 13, before 14, then it's going to go on here, and that's exactly the way it's supposed to be. Okay. And these are big pieces now. And I think these are ones that I'd actually put in there. But we'll find out. Yeah, I don't see any pieces like that in here. I don't think. Yeah. Those are black pieces. Those might be in here. And there's 2 of them. Yeah, this is at least one of them. Excuse me. Cool. This is both of those pieces. There's 1. And there's 2. And then you're going to have that and that. It's just weird because I feel like those pieces have more dimension on them. So I hope I have the right pieces for this. But I also feel like this is going to be the only spot other than the back, which I see the back one right there, that this is going to go this way. Okay, so then we're going to just go and put these. And this is just going to attach there. And here. It's a shame it doesn't attach up here too. Because then what's really holding it together? Don't love that. Okay, 15 is going to be white piece. We then have a 6. It's yellow. Yep, just one of those. And 2 of these tan squares. Okay. I feel like we just had gray. Yeah. What did I just do with the gray pieces? There we go. So two of these, 2 of those. Where are these gray big parts? That might be one right there, right? Okay, so I'm going to say 2 of those. I just need those other 2 gray parts that I'm not seeing. Just like a flag. Because those don't have windows, right? Unless they're not showing them to me correctly. Because I feel like I have. Well, no, it would be windows on both sides, but no, it wouldn't make sense. That's just its face. Okay. Look again for the gray. I feel like it would really be obvious. So look and see. I don't think we're this high up yet. No, I don't see anything like that. Oh, right here. That's one of them. So there had to be a second one. And we haven't used it yet. Oh, dang it. Okay, so then red for just one, and then one of those blue ones that angles up. This, and then dark brown. Okay, so I just need to find the other gray one. I'm gonna just give that another look because it could very easily fall on in there too. It was higher up. Just don't see anything that looks like it. is what it is. Okay, let me just look in here one more time. Okay. I kind of want to look. I kind of want to open the other piece up of the ship and see if I can just take it from there. And, I'm just guessing that they have them on both sides. I just don't see it. Okay. I'm going to do what I probably shouldn't do. But let's see how much of a bad idea it is. Unless it's completely different, then I will just be wasting my time. Okay, and that's why I shouldn't have put that there. Okay, okay. Come on. Yeah, 'cause this is basically the same, just on the other side. Excuse me. Let's see. Is that one right there? Yep. So if I can just get one of these. Oh no, it's not. Oh wait. Dang it, they tricked me. Okay. foiled again. Do I see it at all? I don't think I do. I guess it is that different on both sides. Okay. What am I gonna do? We are stumped. Let me just make sure I'm not sitting on it. It's like, look at all these pieces run to me. The whole rest of the stream is just going to be me looking for this one piece that I may or may not have. Yeah. I will not have another one on here. Let's look. It's somewhere over here. So weird. But it would either be like in here, or it would be in one of those other areas. Yeah, dude. Tell us. Okay. Oh, good Lord. I'm just trying to get a better look at the bag. Yeah, I don't even know what the center of this looks like. Ooh. Those are taller, though. I don't think that would have. But also, it would need all the pieces that are here. That's here. Oh my gosh, I just found it, you guys. That's why we do the Lord's work. Okay. Put this back in here. Okay, so we have those two, these. Okay, so we can build this out. It's gonna go here, here. And this goes here. And across here pretty evenly. Did I do that right? Because I feel like the way that it looks is it's like this. But it also doesn't look like it. Okay. We'll see what happens when it builds up on it. That'll probably clue us in a little bit better to what it's going to look like. There's so much like creaking. Doesn't make me believe that this is a very stable build. Or maybe just in putting it back together, it's like, oh, we've been together before. It's gonna fit super easy. So hopefully it doesn't fall apart. That's the tough thing with these builds. Okay, I'm just gonna go inward. Okay, and then we're on to step 17. Does that even look remotely familiar to anything we've built already? Maybe I take this back out and put this in here. So I feel like, oh, that is the end of our stream. I actually don't know if I'm going to eat anything. I feel like Outback is closed, or will be closing soon, so I won't really order anything. Okay, so that's where we're getting with this one. So let me just put all this stuff away. Yeah. And then we'll take it from there. Do I want to leave this like this? Maybe. Or maybe we'll do this. This stuff is not like sticking out like it could possibly fall out. I don't love that. So I'll put it in there. Yeah, we'll do that. And then let's put those in there. Hopefully we don't lose anything over the edge or anything like that. But yes, I feel like us building this back is going to be a very slow process. It's in 3 pieces and 3 books. That's how the Titanic would go. Okay, I think that's everything. I will definitely be picking this room up, I'm sure, so I can figure out where all this stuff is going to go. Yeah, this all just seems like this is leftover from the Son Goku build, like the little chip pieces. So, yeah. Just do this. And we will end our stream. I will take some pictures to put on the social media. But yeah, let's get out of here. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe doing some video games or reading. I don't know what I'm going to do yet.